Yo, so today we basically got part 2 what we had last video. I showed you guys how I made the sample for this beat. Today I'm gonna be breaking down the drums for you guys. I'm really happy with how this beat came out, so yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so this is basically how the drum sounds with the entire beat.
Boy, you always and forever, dog.
Alright, so the first thing we got in here is the snare. So I added 2 snares here. First one, I got the ion snare, and basically all of the drums that I got from here are all from the Digga drum kit from Loop Stash. This is like a drill drum kit specifically, but man, this drum kit is so good if you're trying to make like drill beats, like dark drill beats for type of these. Like these drums go so hard, man. So I don't know why it's not showing here, but I'm gonna play you the pattern for the first snare. So basically it's pretty simple. I just hit on the first 2 right here, and then I added a little accent note, turned down the velocity. This is really common when you're using drill beats. It gives a lot more rhythm to the beat, especially for drill. And I come back here, hit it back again, hit it one more time, and I come back with a triplet here with a roll. I decline, then I add another really small note here as an accent and hit one more time. So basically sound like this. Alright, so for the second snare, because I usually kind of like to layer the snares when I use drill beats, because sometimes one sound isn't enough, so I layered this weak snare also from the Digga drum kit on top of it. Same pattern, just added another snare on top. From there, I added the hi-hats. So this is how the pattern sounds like. Pretty simple. I just used it to give some rhythm. So here I just added an exact 2-step pattern, and then I just took out some notes, added a couple rolls right here, and then I just kind of declined the velocities a lot of the times, went back up and down to make it, you know, have a certain rhythm. And then from there I added a second hi-hat, which was of course the same, always layering. So basically this is how it is. Alright, pretty simple pattern, just adding a couple of notes, giving some room, hitting back again, adding some rolls, playing a lot with the velocities. So it's really pretty simple with the hi-hats, you know. I didn't add too much crazy ones because this was another addition to the hi-hats to layer it on top of the first one, because I thought the first one was a bit weak, so I added an extra sound. But since I already added a 2-step, I didn't want it to go too crazy with this one, because if not it would sound overdone. But you know, with drill beats you can be a lot more creative with the hi-hats without kind of worrying about it being overdone. So basically for all the effects that I added on this hi-hat was just an EQ, taking out a lot of the lows there, and then I added a fruity delay. And I like adding a lot of delays on my hi-hats because it gives a nice little bounce to it. So all I did was I put on the ping pong preset, I put down the wet to about 3%, put up the tone to 46%, turned down the level to about right here, because you don't want it to be too much, but you also want it to have the bounce and you want to be able to hear that. And then I turned down the time knob to always about here for the hi-hats. It sounds perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much all I added for the hi-hats. For the snares, I didn't add any effects. So yeah. the next thing I added was my 808. So this was the deep 808. If you go to the drum kit here, you got a bunch of 808s. But I use this deep 808 right here. So basically all I did was added this pattern, and I took this from the bonus midis over here, and I took this 808 midi, and if I'm not mistaken, I think is either the 3rd or 8th one, but I took the midi pattern from there, and I just fixed the notes according to the sample. This is how it sounds like. Alright, it's pretty simple. You know, just hit one note here, hit back again, and then this is an accent right before the next note, and then I add a little slide note here. And then all you want to do to add slides is you can just you can add long slide notes. I just like to, if you want to have this feel to it, then you want to extend it pretty short, and then all you do is click this little triangle right here on the levels tab on the note properties, and then you press accept, and then it'll leave a little slide there. Hit back again, a couple more accents, and then I just added some more slides over here before I repeat the pattern, and I only change it up at the end here for the second one. Alright, so from there, the final thing that I added to the drums was the kick. Very simple pattern. This kick is actually from the Medenka drum kit here. If you go to kick user soft clipper, and it's the made kick. So this is how it sounds like. So I just hit, pretty much all I did was I just hit on the first note here, add a little accent, hit on again second time, and then sometimes a lot of patterns that you do for kicks to make it hit really hard on drill beats, you just add a triplet right here. And I basically just copy that pattern from there. So basically all the drums together without the melody sounds pretty much like this. Alright, so that's basically how you make dark crier drill beats for people like Digga D and Abra Cadabra. So yeah, if you guys got anything from this video, please make sure to drop a like and sub down below. And I think I'm gonna start using this format a lot more for my videos, where one video I break down the sample of the beat, and then another video I break down the drums. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next, and that's it for me. Stay loyal.
Loyal, always
Peace.
and forever, dog.